Good evening. So I just realized something. So we've been all watching the footage of this three-eye Atlas craft that's approaching our vicinity of the solar system. And the trajectory that it's on is going to put it approaching Mars, very close to Mars, by the beginning of October. And the chances that this craft would be on the trajectory that it is, passing by all of these planets in our solar system, it's about a 1 in 20,000 chance that that could happen. At the time when it's going to be the closest to us, it's not going to be visible to us, which makes it extremely mysterious. And I know that we've been getting visits, extraterrestrial visits here for quite some time. And the last visit that we got, when I communicated with the extraterrestrial being that was there, he telepathically said something about coming to get the remnant. And now that we've received more information about this Atlas craft, and that it's going to be making its closest approach to Mars, think about this. The light that this craft is producing, this is not light that's reflecting off of the sun, because in order for it to be reflecting light from the sun, it would have to be much bigger. So the light that's coming off of it is something that it seems to be producing itself, okay? And this is not light that's coming from a tail. There's like a glow around it, and the light seems to be concentrated at the front. So there seems to be some sort of a plasma type energy that it has. It definitely has an energy of its own. It feels like some sort of craft that's being intelligently guided. Have you ever thought about that our moon is just the perfect shape and size and distance from the Earth? That in an eclipse it perfectly eclipses the sun? Now, what are the chances of that? That it would be just so perfectly positioned that that could happen? If these extraterrestrial beings really are returning to collect a remnant, it's really not so far-fetched if they're going to be collecting a remnant and then placing them on a renovated Mars. What if this Atlas craft is going to be passing by Mars to do something to it and renovate it, while the remnant that they pick up as it passes by are going to be held in a holding dimension until Mars is prepared to place them on Mars instead? And Mars is smaller than Earth. So in order to populate Mars with humans, they would need to take quite a bit less humans to put on Mars. And the moon, with the moon being so perfectly round, the moon could still produce that perfect eclipse effect on Mars by just moving the moon to Mars and positioning it farther away so that it would have the same type of proportion. It would still work. And what if this is something that has happened back and forth? What if humans have been on Mars before? And when they destroyed Mars, before they destroyed Mars, that we were placed here. And now Mars is being refurbished because we destroy the Earth. And so a remnant of us are going to be put on Mars. And we're taking the moon with it. What if the moon wasn't always here, but the moon can be moved? I know it all sounds kind of weird, but it's just keeping an open mind here, especially considering what's going on right now. These are not exactly normal circumstances here that we're dealing with. But it's an interesting thought. So what if this Atlas craft that's coming, as it approaches, we notice that the activity of the sun is increasing, and the activity on the Earth is increasing in proportion to the solar activity increases as well. What if it's all related because humans won't behave? This Atlas craft has been intelligently guided with instructions to prepare a place for the humans that will behave to go. So when we had the visitors come by in July, they could have been just giving us a heads up about this Atlas craft that's on the way to prepare Mars, so that after they collect the remnant, they'll have a place to go.